I'm at the AHR show today, and one of the big questions we're getting in Chicago is, what tip do I need? How many tips do I need? What size tip is right for the right size job? And TurboTorch makes it pretty easy. Basically, you can see a variety of tips, from self-lighting with the red handles on them to the standard air fuel tips. And you'll notice that each tip has a number. This is our A2, but for an example. Our A2 is designated as a 2 basically because it uses 2 cubic feet of acetylene an hour. And on the back side of all our tips will show you what size tip for what size job. If I'm doing 1/4 inch copper to 1/2 inch copper, I want to use the A2. It's because the A2 uses less fuel than our biggest tip we make. This is the A32. I would use this tip if I was brazing 4-inch copper or soldering 6-inch copper. The reason we call it the A32 is because this uses 32 cubic feet of acetylene an hour. It puts out a large flame. So on a B tank, you're going to get about an hour continual burn time out of this torch. If I'm doing smaller copper, I sure don't want to use an A32 in an area where I might want to use an A2 because I'm going to use less gas and I'm going to ruin the flame. One thing most importantly with this product is when you do change out the tips, you notice they are quick disconnect tips. You want to make sure that the tip is in secure all the way. What you don't want to do is have the tip in halfway open, turn on the gas, and hit it with a striker. You'll have an issue. So anytime you change out our tips, press it in and give it a yank and make sure it's in all the way. These tips are warranted for 3 years. If you take care of them, clean them properly, don't drop solder inside them, they'll last you for 30, 40 years. My father's first tip was made in 1968 and it still works great.